Right, hi everybody, this is Carl and Tom. We're going to show you a quick demo on how to set your teams up for the matches.
So basically what I've done here is I've set up a demo competition between my team and Carl's team. So this is my dashboard at the moment. You can see that, Carl?
Yep.
So this has got all my competition entries for my team and team players. And then if I see here, I've got a Sunday the 10th of March, which is today, and I'm home versus the Carisbrooke A in the demo. So if I go to play, and this will let me lock in my 12 players. Now, until I've done this, it won't pop up on the Carisbrooke A captains. The players with captains' rights won't pop on their screens until I've done this. So if I just drop down and do all this.
So you just put your players in sequence, one at a time. As Tom's showing you here.
So there's my 12 players, and obviously I've used more than 6. So some people have got one game, and it'll be on the drop down. So it shouldn't let you put a person in more than twice. So if I go to lock in, confirm lock in. So once your lineup is locked in, you cannot change it without getting in touch with the league administrator. So
oh, great!
Do try not to make any mistakes on the lock in. Otherwise, it'll be me, Tony, and Carl to have to deal with that. Are you sure you want to lock in the lineup for this section? So yes, lock in. So now that that's locked in, it will now pop up on Carl's phone, and that will just do a part 2 video for that.
Okay. Hope everybody's got that clear. Please make sure you pick the team correctly first time, because once you've locked it in, as we've already said, if you need to change it, that means we've got to get involved, and obviously we're playing as well. So, we want to enjoy our match as much as you do yours. Okay?
All right, guys, so this is part 2. So as you can see, the Carisbrooke A can't see my lineup until they've locked in their own players. So Carl's going to go ahead and choose the lineup for the Carisbrooke A.
Right, so I've now listed the 12 players. Again, some players have got 2 games, some players have only got the 1, which is going to happen, so just be aware of that. I am happy, so hit the button. Again, we're in that same thing. Yes, lock it in. If it's wrong, change it now before you press. If you think you've made a mistake, hit cancel and go back in and do it again. So I'm going to lock that in, and now we can both see both teams. Okay? And obviously there's no... like we used to fold a bit of paper in half, same principle, except neither of us can see each other's team until we've locked our own teams in. Okay, everybody happy with that? Hopefully that should sort it out. On Tom's phone, you can see we've got both teams, and we've got win, break, dish, and all that on there. So you can put whatever.
So only the home team captain can enter the scores, and it's down to the away team captain to approve that scores, either per frame or at the end of the match.
Yeah, I would think the end of the match was probably the best idea. If you did it per frame, it slows everything down, and we're trying to get these things quicker and quicker.
The only advantage of doing it per frame is that other people on other teams who are potentially got an invested interest in whether you're winning or losing will be able to see those live scores.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I just go through here and I'll arbitrarily do it, win, loss, dish, and it's important to the referee keeps an eye on who's dished or who got reverse dished, because that obviously all adds to your player stats. So I'll just go through here and say we'll make it a draw for argument's sake.
Right, as you can see, Tom's just putting in what's happened.
So now, as you can see, after the one where I've put the scores in as the home team captain, it now pops up on the away team captain's phone to approve those scores.
Oh, bloody. It looks like you have to do this for everyone.
So now it's just a matter of Carl going through and going, yes, I'm happy that was the outcome of that frame. Yes, I agree that was a dish or a reverse dish. Okay. Excellent. So that should have approved everything in that match.
And now it comes down to the bottom frame.
And now, because it's been a draw, the RackEm app has automatically said, look, there's a decider here. In this competition, it's been set to deciding frame. How many frames? 1. and then here we go, we choose the player, which would be in our league rules, we'll stick with the format of 3 names in a hat, and the opposing captain draws those names.
That's it, yeah. That's always been the way.
So then we say Matt Overy's been drawn.
We lock that in, yes.
So Cole locks that in, and then it's down to me as the home team captain to do the same for my team.
Now, Tom is now going to pick his player to play in the final decider.
So yes, doing exactly the same as what Carl did. Yes, lock in that player, and then again, I've got the same options as I did before to maybe Charles Faulkner
Matt Overy.
and beat Matt Overy, and then again the same thing is going to pop up on Carl's phone to approve that.
And there we go. It was a home win. All I got to do is tap the button, approve, yes, and there you go. And as we've said earlier, if you do it as you go, it'll produce live scores on the app, so other teams can, if they're trying to see how good or bad you're doing, can watch what's happening. And obviously, keeping in mind they might have to play you next week, so that they're looking at how players are playing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
yeah. And then obviously we've got the final score at the top here, so that's our scorecard counter.
Yeah.
I think the developer of RackEm will be bringing some improvements. Obviously, this can be linked to streams in the future.
Yeah.
But for the moment, let's just focus on trying to get this scorecard business sorted. It's fairly straightforward. It's all object based, so it will prompt you if something's wrong. I hope this has been helpful for you all. If you've got any more problems, just give us a message.
Yeah. And like I say, on the night, if you could really just make sure you've got it right first go, that will save us a lot of hassle. Thanks very much. All right, everybody. Right, missed the final bit. Right, so you've done all your score. You've played your 12 matches. You've done your 13th to finish it all off. And right at the bottom of the page there, it says submit score or submit result.
So after the away team captain is approved, then we can go submit result. And we can put notes in there. And also you can raise disputes. So there's I don't know if you can see that.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'll zoom in there, Carl.
Zoom in, that's good. 3. There we go. There.
So you can put notes in here. It says these are private and can only be reviewed by you when you review your old scorecards. So you can put notes in about which players played best. Although you can see the live stats anyway for that player. Yeah. Maybe you say, they weren't good at these sorts of shots. So you might put them against one of your different players. And also there's a tick box for disputes. So if you have a dispute with another captain or another team member and you want to appeal a result, this is what you do. So it takes the load off the div reps in that situation. But in this case, no disputes. We had a good time. Submit result.
Back on the away team's app, and now obviously we've put it all through. The home team have sent it back down as that is it, and I've just got to agree to that. I've got no disputes, no problems. There we go. Approve results. So
it will take a bit of time.
There we go.
I think the app.
This scorecard has been completed. So now that'll go live on your all your frames and all that, all your scores on your scorecard. So the league will know what's happened. And obviously then we can move on to the next round of the cup.